company's been here for 37 years. They've served the company well. I mean, it's a good community to be around. You get your few troublemakers and things, but other than that, generally the people around here are nice, friendly. You get the kids who get a bit lippy and stuff, but a lot of them don't come from around the area, so they sort of come into the area. And look, generally it's nice. I mean, we've had staff who've worked in
it's
Castle.
not one we keep on the shelf, mate. You look at 28 quid.
When we used to have the video shop, so was in there for she was in there for about 21 years, and she's like a local girl. We've had Louis works in the sunbed shop, lives in Worley Castle, because we've got a sunbed shop as well. Wendy and Lynn lives up the road. But I mean, you can say bad things about all areas. It's got a lot more good points than bad points.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a good community, and they've kept the shops open for all these years.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just us. It's been here 30 years. I mean, some of them, all the shops as well.
Yeah.
Like all the butchers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So generally, yeah, it is an okay community.
We were sent on here actually by the guy in the pet shop. I've forgotten his name now. He said to come round
Keith.
here.
Keith, yeah. Well, he's just started up. Well, he bought that. I think last year. Excuse me. So he's been going for about a year now, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only trouble is if you've got the general, most of our customers we've had are regulars as well, so they've been coming in since all the car shops in the local areas have been closed. We've been getting new customers coming through the door as well.
Well, what do you think it's like for young people in the area?
Well, you got the club behind us, the social club behind us, which they used to have regular around there. But other than that, there's not a lot of things that take the kids off the street. I mean, you get the sort of like 15s to 18-year-olds hanging about on the evening and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I say, we've had hassle with kids smashing the cameras, kicking the balls at the shutters, and generally they've ripped the camera off next door. So you get that side of Worley Castle as well.
Is that stuff that happens in the evening, you think?
Well, that's all after when we close. We close at 7, so after 7 o'clock. It's normally about 7:30, 8 o'clock when it's still light.
Yeah.
You know, police presence could be better.
Yeah, I think
Police presence could be a lot better, especially on the evenings, rather than walking around in the day and then taking 2 weeks to come out to a call out because of hassle. You know.
Yeah. But as far as what else do you think they could be done in the Worley Castle area that would make things better?
I couldn't answer that question, to be honest. So you get into a stage where if you've been here for so many years, unless you're coming in to the area and you can actually look and say, well, you could do this, you could do that. I mean, they used to have fetes and things like that, but they don't do that anymore. You know, things like that gets people around, gets them coming into Worley Castle. If we had something like what they had in Harbour, that kind of carnival, I think you get a lot more people around. There's still people further afield who don't even know that we're here. You know, they come in and say, I didn't even know you was here. We've been here 37 years. So, you know, you do get that sort of well. I think when they had problems with the post office and they was going to close it down, it was like a ghost town. So, you know, very important to have banks and post offices around here.
When was that? How long ago was that?
That was probably about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And they was going to close it down. And then what they decided, now you've got all the people have the money paid directly into the account. You don't have as many people coming onto the square because they don't need to come onto the square. So what they'll do is they'll go into Northfield, into the big stores and get all the shopping, all the groceries from there now. So that has been a major thing that's happened on Worley Castle, to take a lot of customer away. It is. Because you used to get them going to the post office, queuing, getting the money, going to the shops local, you know, for the meat, the fruit, the vegetables, if they wanted stuff for the cars and that. But you know, you don't get as many people doing that now because everything gets paid straight to the banks.
Yeah. Mm. So what other changes have you seen in the time you've been? What big changes?
There's not been big changes as in the shops and things. The kids that used to come in and like mess about and come in, and they're all grown up like that young lad there. Just, you know, he used to be one of them, but now he comes in regular as a customer. But they do, you do gain, and they do give you respect now as they get older as well.
Is there anyone else you think we could talk to, or do you know that would be good to try?
I'm just trying to think of what of the shops have been here, or I could think who's been here. I mean, you spoke to the butchers, obviously. You've spoken to Keith. Trends, you've got Bernie over there. She's been around for a few years over in the shop.
Yeah.
I don't know many other shops really that have been here. They've been taken over periods of time by different people.
Yeah.
So really, there's not much in that way has changed. You know, people are just getting older, and the older generation are buying newer cars, so they're not working on the cars because they're saying, "I just don't do it no more," because they just get too old. And the thing is, with the newer cars, there's not many people can do a lot with them unless they just top up their oil or change an oil filter and pads and stuff like that. You know, everything else is engine management. So you know, that takes away a lot of your clientele as well.
Right, well, thanks
Okay.
very much.
No
That's
problem
very
at all. Okay.
All right, cheers.
You see, to do that, but around here, you never see clubs like that. You don't see that kind of club because people, adults, parents don't encourage it.
They don't encourage the.
No, the adults and the parents around here. If it's anything to the kids, sometimes you know what you said to my kid, they come up and they've given it all of that. You know, the parents. So,
Yeah.
but again, you see, it's the minority, not the majority.
But the sort of clubs you're talking about, the Boys Brigade, the
Well, yeah,
Scouts
proper
and-
organised.
yeah.
Proper organised, not just so you get kids can go around the back and pay 50 pence going to a club, and you know, and it's just
Yeah, well, that's
You know.
constantly they're constantly under pressure there.
well, they are keep going on about it, but nobody ever does anything about it. There was only one lad who tried to do it, and Mark Bruneski or something like he was, and nobody ever listened to him when he used to go to all the meetings and stuff like that. So he just left, just give up.
So you think some sort of organised community things is something that would help or
Yeah.
support young people?
Well, it could help, but it's got to be worthwhile for them to do it. I mean, you don't see kids playing football and stuff like that, whereas before in the tennis courts, you'd have the floodlights on, you'd have kids going around there playing football, learning to play football, being taught, you know, things like that organised. I mean, they do it in the summer holidays, but they don't do it on the evenings. You know, but then you have to travel, and the buses now they've moved all the bus routes around from Wheelie Castle. So you've got people parking and getting walking away from the square to go into other areas.
Yeah.
You know, but the buses now they've changed I think 3 routes. So again, that takes away people coming into Wheelie Castle Square to spend.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I don't think they look at it. They don't look at it on that side, thinking that why is the area quiet? Why is it sort of like deteriorating? It's because we're taking people away from it. The bus people are deciding to change the routes, which is not suited to the people who need. If we haven't got our customers, we won't be here. And the same with all the other shops.
Yeah.
And the customers are getting fewer and fewer on the square. It is getting quieter and quieter. You know.
Right.